Bienvenido a todo un nuevo video de Descendant capítulo 5. En el capítulo anterior hemos terminado todo sobre el yermo. La verdad, y nos abrió otra ciudad llamada Vespers. Pero ahora creo que voy a farmear a Frenia porque quería liberar todo el mapa del yermo para farmearlo todavía. Y vamos a ello. Patrón de material, sí, acá es. Tengo que esperar que termine el tiempo. La destruye. ¡Uy! ¡Me fui! Si tuviera suerte me saldría todo en uno, ¿sí o no? Pero no sé si me está saliendo. Todavía no comprendo. Acto de fusión, derrumbe el yermo, elimina el comandante enemigo. ¿Dónde está el comandante? ¿Quién más? Consigue el código de Frenia de dispositivo, reconstruirlo. Código de Frenia. Acá será. Código material de amorfo de Frenia hemos conseguido. Ya, eso es lo que queríamos. El código de Frenia, forma. Avisa, P. Código. Consigue estabilizador, catalizador y las células. Ya. Recién que me doy cuenta, hemos tenido el código de Frenia, pero nos falta lo demás. Y lo demás está en el otro mundo, en el otro ciudad llamado Vespers. Por mientras vamos a completar la misión principal también. Bendita, hay que hablar.
Talk to me. We've received operation details. The Ironheart pulse has supposedly been detected in this area, but it's impossible to triangulate since it's dispersed in several directions.
That's correct, Clay. I can feel it clearly, but it's hard for me to pinpoint its exact position. However, I can confirm it is in this zone.
We were deployed here to find one thing, and now we also have to find the Ironheart. We'll have to look under every rock in Vespers.
Freyna and I were sent here to look for a group of Vulgus, who have stolen RK serum from Jaber and some other descendants. Freyna, Sharon, even I've already had my RK serum stolen by them once. Things will only get worse if we let them take any more of it.
Those bastards. They satisfy their own desires by taking everything we humans have. They have to be stopped.
If the Ironheart is underground, then it makes sense that we're detecting the pulse in multiple locations. Not only is 55% of the surface of Vespers composed of slickenside, but this zone has a high distribution of strange-looking rocks. It's also one of the few zones where there are Ancestors' ruins on the surface, and most of the Ancestors' ruins are built out of slickenside. That's why it's difficult to pinpoint the exact point of origin of the pulses. The characteristics of slickenside make it easier for pulses to pass through it, which means there's a higher probability of pulses being detected simultaneously from multiple directions.
When I analyze the strata, there are spaces that feel empty to me. They are most likely where the Ancestors' ruins can be found. All entrances to these spaces emit pulses of similar intensity. However, you will need to confirm in person whether these places are the correct paths to lead us to the Ironheart.
In that case, we'll need to check all the places detected by the guide. There's no way the Vulgus didn't prepare for this.
Alright, let's spread out and find the entrance that leads underground. That'll split the enemy's attention, so it's a good tactical approach as well.
Freyna, I understand there are specialized drones that Albion has created to find the Ironheart.
That's correct. Enzo's sending the drones here shortly.
That is excellent news. Let's begin our search for the Ironheart in earnest.
¿Unirse? Ya te completen por mí.
Damn it. A high-level enemy has been detected. Prepare for engagement.
Máximo nivel, dice. Están locos, ¿ah?
Target spotted. Danger assessment, normal. Defeating this Vulgus will force the enemy to retreat.
Enemy forces within the operation zone have been eliminated. Great job.
Algo me apunta ya. Ah, lo van a hacer otra vez, pero yo vamos a ir haciéndole... ¿Qué? He conseguido el estabilizador de Frenia. Ay, hemos conseguido, es acá. Ay, pero... Estabilizador... Ah, verdad, sí te lo dan. No he leído bien. Unirme. Vamos a completar con él mejor. ¿No? Todas las misiones, más rápido.
Descendant, an interrupter is trying to take... No, it's trying to steal the samples you collected. Destroy the interrupter. Thanks, Descendant. I'll analyze this quickly and share the details with you.
Nos falta uno, nos falta uno.
Damn it. The enemy has detected the waves being emitted from the drone. We must protect it so we don't lose the data.
Data acquisition at 100%. Connection to the drone has been severed. Reanalyzing the collected data.
This is Glay. I've found something. Meet me at the ruins outpost. This place has been mentioned in records throughout history. And as the name suggests, these are the ruins. Turns out this is where the greatest recorded number of ancestors gathered. Investigation by the excavation team and analysis by the magisters uncovered records mentioning the breakout of civil war. The ruins are evidence, remnants of this war. We don't yet know why the civil war happened. Albion collapsed as a result of the war, and this is the only surviving record.
Given the Ironheart is here, that may have been a factor behind the outbreak of any civil war. Past or present, the Ironheart definitely has the capability to turn the fate of Ingress upside down. That hasn't changed. There were bound to be conflicts.
This is the first I've heard of this civil war. Freyna's theory is quite interesting. The Ironheart in Ingress. It could be powerful and dangerous enough to turn the fate of everything in existence upside down.
Glay, I know you're a medical doctor. Do you have doctorates in history and geology as well?
I just wanted to be able to explain anything my daughter was curious about. To be the person who could answer any questions she asked.
Sounds like you'll have a lot to talk about once she returns. You must have experienced and learned countless things during the time she's been away.
I have so much to tell her, we'll probably stay up all night. Anyway, we should hurry. Guide, can you do an in-depth analysis of the ruins, please? There must be an entrance somewhere.
Enzo here. I've been able to expand my range to the vicinity of the ruins thanks to the data acquired by the drones and the guide. Transmitting surface analysis information and intel on potential entrances to Aceves.
That's not far from my current position. I'll go.
Glay, I'll go. That's where the bastards from the Order of Truth have settled. I'm the only one who can withstand the toxins they use.
I'll leave it to you then.
HQ will continue to monitor the situation. Should anything happen to Freyna, please report immediately.
Pero no le va a suceder nada así a Frenia.
Guide, just as you said, the Vulcans have realized there is an Ironheart here. A Vulcus battleship has been spotted heading to our current location.
A battleship. Then there can be no doubt that there is an entrance here.
Watch out. Movement on your right flank. Enemy reinforcements spotted. There's too many blind spots. Get to the top of structures and engage them from there.
Descendant, they aim to prevent you from reaching the entrance. Exercise caution when engaging in combat.
All enemy forces have been eliminated. Excellent job.
Sí, acá es.
Hey, Descendant. I heard Vulgus electrical equipment is obstructing the search operation. Vulgus generators emit powerful static. That's probably what's getting in the way. There is a solution, of course. I'll tell you when I spot a unit which has a high voltage fuse. Then you just need to blow the circuits using fuses. Second fuse reaction confirmed. All right, let's keep it rolling.
How has it spread this far? I'm guessing the infection rate at the entrance has increased. The bacteria reproduces at an incredibly fast rate, and it's extremely viscous. So it's almost impossible to get rid of.
Oh, mucha tontería contigo.
The target has been eliminated, but we need to look for another entrance. We won't be able to use that one anymore.
Ah, no me dio el estabilizador. ¿Tenemos que completar otra vez? Creo que sí, ¿ah?
Target has been eliminated,
Por
but we
fin me
need
dio
to
el
look for another other
Hello.
entrance. We won't be able to use that one anymore.
Bien. Solo faltan las células nomás.
Descendant, your timing is perfect. I need you to defend the equipment that has been installed. I've identified a biosignal at the back of the facility that seems to be expanding in real time. It could be a pathogen spread by the Order. Neutralizing pathogens becomes a lot easier if we know what we're dealing with. Protect the equipment and we can analyze it.
Okay, please share the analyzed data with me, too.
Of course. See, I can probably assist you now, Clay. Loading! Well, they definitely know all the tunnels are connected underground, don't they? At this rate, Descendant, it'll be
Espero que
difficult
se está
for these
aburriendo,
critters
creo.
to get useful data.
Pensaba que la tenía complicada porque...
Operation complete. Okay, don't forget to share the data.
Muchas gracias.
This is Glay to HQ in Freyna. The enemy has made the entrance discovered at the ruins currently inaccessible. Freyna, what's the situation on your side?
It's not inaccessible, but I'm worried about how the Order's toxins might affect you.
Looking at Freyna's route, I can detect large quick pulses occurring at the place marked as the entrance.
That means there's a high chance this entrance is connected to the ancestors' ruins. Let's regroup and go together.
Y ahora tenemos que dirigirnos a otro sitio, ¿cierto? ¿Una
With you?
pista?
You're here. It's a good thing I took this side. Neither you nor Glay would have lasted. Let's go find this entrance. Ugh, I thought I crushed the Order. They've just regrouped. They're so horrible and dirty and disgusting. There seems to be no end to them.
Freyna, calm down. Your heart rate is increasing. It could trigger a traumatic episode.
We don't have any sedatives, so if you start having seizures, we'll have to send you back to Albion.
All right, I get it. I'll calm down. You'll get your panties in a bunch. It's not enough for me to black out. Hey, Kate, can you hear me?
Huh? Freyna? Yes, I hear you. What's happening? Anything I can help you with?
I overheard your comms with Glay. You're doing something with the fungus, right? If we collect enough fungi, will you be able to make an antidote or antibody that gives us immunity?
Of course. Although it may take some time, it's not impossible.
Great idea. Kate, if you have any questions during production, get in touch right away. And remember to be methodical. You make mistakes when you're rushing.
Clay, that was over 5 years ago. I'm not the same person I was back then.
Our objective is to secure as much fungi as possible. Let's hurry. If we have an antidote or antibodies that give us immunity, the mission will become much easier.
Y ahora, completa cuántas misiones? 4. A 3. ¿De uno? Ah,
In
no, no
order
hay
to
nada.
quickly produce immunity antibodies, we need data on the antidote mechanism, stored in Albion. After comparing the data we have with Albion's existing data, we can either imitate it or create something similar. But since we need the data to be transferred safely, we need you to protect it.
Some bastard's been tapping our communications. If the repeater is destroyed, things are gonna get very difficult for us.
Descendant? If the repeater is destroyed, we won't be able to send the data. Focus on protecting, alright?
Oh, pero lo pasé.
Good job.
Muerto.
The data transfer has
Uy.
been completed. All we need to do now is wait.
Oh, no voy a morir acá.
antibodies or an antidote, we need to understand the type, structure, and reactive mechanism of the toxin. We'll need tissue samples from the Vulcans. Let's go collect some. This should be enough.
Those order bastards planted some kind of device here. We'll need to open it to find out what it is. But let's send it to Kate first and get her to analyze it.
I was able to hack into a section of the data. I've discovered that it is a substance administered by Vulgus of the Order of Truth. It appears to be a type of booster that activates toxins in the body.
That should be good enough. Great work.
Using the material you gathered, I've made an antibody that gives immunity from the Order's most commonly used toxin. But because of time constraints, I haven't been able to conduct any formal clinical trials.
So we're the guinea pigs.
This will be an excellent opportunity, Kate. You'll be able to collect data on the side effects of the antibody on the Descendants.
An idea for you. Glay, I don't think we should joke about it.
You sound just like Jin. Adorable. Thank you for your hard work. Don't worry, I know how capable you are.
I heard you worked on my arcane neutralizer. I'm sure it'll be effective against the toxin again.
You can trust me. To be honest, I tested it on myself at the clinical trial stage. I'm fine, so as Descendants, you definitely will be.
What did you just say, Kate? That neutralizer was made from the Order's toxin. Do you know how dangerous that was? Do I have to lose you too?
Glay, I'm also part of Albion headquarters. I'm one of many people working for Albion and all of humanity. The Descendants shouldn't be the only ones ready to sacrifice themselves. I'm ready to do my part. Let's help each other.
Lighten up, Glay. Thanks to Kate's efforts, we can continue with the operation.
Glay, this antibody will help you to stay strong for this operation. After all, it will give you immunity, and I've tested it on myself.
Let it go this one time. But never again, you hear me? Okay. Thank you, Kate. Really.
Now that everybody has the antibody, let's go get that Iron Heart. We can't let the Vulgus take this one too.
If everyone is ready, I will lead the way. Let us find the Iron Heart.
Vámonos. Oh. Pública.
If I compile all of the data we have gathered, there is a high probability that this is the tomb of one of the ancestors who died during the Civil War.
Adelantados ellos.
The
Ah.
fact that they were laid to rest in such a deep location, either they were an ancestor of a high status, or they played an important role in the incidents related to the Iron Hearts. I've identified a Vulgus communications frequency being transmitted nearby. It will likely contain information we need. We should investigate. The Iron Heart isn't here. The Vulgus came to excavate the remains of the ancestor. They plan to use this to open the ancestor's vault.
I don't understand. The remains of an ancestor or a vault? What do you mean?
If the vault contains an Iron Heart, it may have been placed there intentionally to prevent someone from claiming it. The reason the Vulgus have extracted DNA from the remains is likely because the vault can only be accessed through a bioscan.
If that's the case, then the occupant of this tomb is the same individual who locked the vault.
That's correct. They must be planning to use the DNA to allow them to bypass the biometric authentication and claim the Iron Heart.
I have disabled the Vulgus data repository for now. I have also collected the data formatted sample of the remains.
Well, that's a relief. I can't stand it when things go according to Vulgus' plans. Let's deal with these bastards quickly and get moving.
Oh, how weak struggle to find their purpose. Humans truly are
Sin hacer nada lo completo, como siempre.
Have you not yet learned that you are merely sacrificial offerings for us? Consider this an honor. Your flesh and blood will be offered for their glory.
This is Alpha. Comms have been stabilized. All units return to Albion to prepare for the next operation.
Alpa, tengo otras células de
Got a
otro.
question about the operation? We've confirmed the transmitted data. There's a vault where the ancestors kept the Ironheart. We can use this to our advantage. The Vulgus will need time to crack open the vault. Enzo, send the sample of the ancestors' remains received from the guide to Anais and tell her to hurry. We need to analyze the DNA and activate the biometric authentication before the Vulgus do. And to do that, we need to increase our combat forces in the field. I'll send any off-duty descendants, rendezvous with them at the outpost, and proceed with the operation.
Jeez, why am I being called in? I thought I'd be getting some R&R. Making me work with crazies thinking they see a ghost. Nah, I've got other things to do.
Jeremy, there's an Ironheart in this zone. Have you forgotten that finding the Ironheart is the #1 priority for all Descendants? Also, since you've been assigned to a mission, you should conduct yourself properly. Continue to be uncooperative, and I will report you to your superiors.
An Ironheart? Oh, man, why didn't you say so from the start? I only picked up bits and pieces earlier. I didn't realize it was such an emergency. An Ironheart, right in front of us. The place will be crawling with Corell's minions, but don't worry. I can take this opportunity to show you what an awesome descendant I am. I'm curious
Oye,
what
de villano
Guide's
está
reaction
duro
will
ya.
be after I
Está
carry
rehabilitado,
this
creo.
entire operation. Let me know, will ya? Alrighty. Shall we get this show started? I'll use my incredible teleportation skills to scout all of the underground spaces.
If the Vulgus are on the verge of opening the vault, then they'll likely report to their superior, Corell.
In which case, we'll need a way to tap into their comms. Guide, check and see if there are any ally devices nearby we can use to wiretap.
Ah,
There's
bendito
one
sea.
ally communications repeater. If I modify the code, it can be altered to enable wiretapping.
That should...
This is Enzo. There is a Vulgus generator somewhere in this zone. These generators are the main power sources for the enemy's comms devices. We need to find the enemies who have fuses, take them out, and use the fuses to disable the generator. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Stay focused.
Get out of the way!
Powerful enemy unit has appeared. Be careful. The enemy comms devices should be shutting down shortly. Excellent job.
As expected,
Venga, ayúdame.
the enemy has discovered our location.
So that's why Alpha's upset. Oh well, it can't be helped. We have to do everything we can. We may even be able to appease him if we bring him some useful info.
I have reviewed the enemy's communications logs. The Vulgus are in the middle of a large-scale operation in Timberfall to collect organic matter. They have deployed these units to prevent any interference with that operation.
What is there for them to extract? Timberfall is literally just a logging site.
There is a giant tree there that might be worth looking at.
It's been there since the time of the ancestors. I thought that tree snapped in two and died during the apocalypse. It is broken, that's true. But we're not certain it's completely dead. It's such an ancient tree. We can't rule out the possibility that its roots are still alive. It's done. Great job.
Ooh.
Descendant, I will be modifying the communications repeater code from this point on. Even though the code has been modified, the current output isn't strong enough to penetrate the enemy's classified communications grid. If we were to overload it, we would be able to increase its accuracy, but the Vulgus will be able to track our location.
I know that will make it challenging for you, Descendant, but you'll need to tough it out. You don't have a choice. Guide, increase the output.
Un loquito vino. Bendita sea. Uy. Uy. Olvidarme, pe.
That the equipment is being pushed to its limits. I'll try to mollify him.
Out of my way!
Let's meet at the Timberfall outpost. I have some information I wish to discuss. First of all, this is only a theory for now. I must review the enemy's data before I can be certain. I have some ideas on why the enemy is collecting organic matter, and I have reached a hypothetical conclusion. The most probable reason is that their DNA analysis is still incomplete, and they're looking for materials to use as part of it.
In order to extract pure DNA from something, you need a refining process to remove all the other materials mixed in.
And once refinement has been completed, you will still need to perform an amplification process. This process requires certain enzymes.
So what you're saying, Guide, is that the Vulgus are extracting the enzymes they need from the giant tree.
In a way, yes. As the giant tree has existed since the time of the ancestors, it will have accumulated a variety of organic matter. It may store materials which are difficult to find even now. The Vulgus may have predicted this. It is likely that they intend to extract all of the remaining organic matter left in the giant tree in order to find the enzymes required for amplification.
If we can seize what they extract and send it to Albion, we can expedite our research process.
I guess we have our answer then. Let's hurry. It's our turn to take something from them. Let's make them pay for messing with us.
Descendant, it seems that Gley has elected herself to be our guide this time. But I agree. Because of Gley's quick judgment and knowledge, I was able to decrease my margin of error.
I'm honored to hear that, coming from a highly advanced AI created by the ancestors.
I must go into overtalk mode in order to do everything I can to help you gain the Iron Heart.
another interrupter. Excellent job, Descendant. We'll try to extract the enzyme as quickly as possible.
Bien hecho, bien hecho.
Is a type of growth accelerator that forces intense growth in organic matter, including proteins. The Vulgus plan to use it to obtain a large amount of the enzyme required for DNA extraction. That stole the Descendant's RQ serum.
Ha! We finally found him, you bastard! I told you we'd make you pay for messing with us.
That's the commander leading the operation. If you take him out, the rest will fall back. I have confirmed their power supply has been cut off. Excellent work, Descendant.
I have accessed the terminal. Initiating hacking sequence.
Casi. ¿Lo completamos?
This is unexpected. The Vulgus have injected their DNA with arcane.
No me esperó Rogelio, Rogelio. ¿Cómo no vas a esperarme a mí?
Hey, you! Are you slowpokes done? I almost fell asleep because you guys were taking too long. If you're done, come to the outpost. No, wait, would it be faster if I came to you?
Creo que hemos avanzado demasiado acá en esta ciudad, Vespers, pero todavía no he encontrado las células de Frenia, solo me falta eso nomás. Los otros ya hemos obtenido, pero para el próximo capítulo creo que vamos a hablar con Jeremy y después creo que de ahí de repente podemos conseguir las células, no sé, pero ese será el próximo capítulo. Nos dejaremos aquí, nos vemos, bye bye.